Auburn defensive lineman Jayson Jones joining us. Man, what a difference a year makes. I can't imagine where you are now versus 365 days ago. You were transferring from Oregon. You were probably trying to get your feet set up under you, the transition period. Now you're going into this spring as, one of the veteran guys on this roster. What's the biggest difference between now and a year ago?
I think one of the biggest differences now is when last year I was new, and this year I have some experiences under my belt. I played at Oregon, I played here, now in the SEC, and I think that's what the biggest difference is. What's going on now, so you really got to improve. Nutrition is important. I learned that over the past year. Nutrition, taking care of your body, is so important, especially when dealing with guys in this league, because either they're as big as you or bigger than you or stronger than you. So you really got to take care of yourself.
What does the staff do to ensure you're able to do that? I mean, do you guys talk to nutritionists a lot? Do they give you a meal plan? What does that exactly look like?
Yeah. So the staff, they give us they sit down with us and they give us a meal plan of what we need to eat, how many calories, what carbohydrates, protein, stuff like that. On top of that, we have free access to hot tubs, cold tubs. So everything's at your disposal. It's just up to you to use it, honestly.
Do you prefer the hot tub or the cold tub more?
The answer is hot tub.
But hot tub.
You gotta force yourself to get in that cold tub. That's
intense.
Here's the thing. I used to do cold tubs in high school, but cold tubs at the new facility, you got to do some prepping before you go in there. You got to do some prepping before you go in there. It's cold. It's real cold. I promise you, it's cold. It's real cold.
How nice are all these new facilities that you guys have access to now that you've moved across the street into the football only facility? It looks immaculate.
Nice. It's so nice. It's so nice. It's huge. It's a palace. It's a castle. You can I've been in there for almost a month now, and I still get lost in there. I still don't know my way around. I'm still learning stuff like that. But I'm so grateful for that facility. New weight room, big weight room, indoor outdoor facility. You got locker room. New locker room's amazing. Mm-hmm. In the players' lounge, you actually got reclining chairs. If you didn't know that. So anytime we're just chilling before workout or after workout, we can go there and just recline, sit back. We got the armory room. The armory room is nice, but the whole facility is amazing.
It looks incredible. It looks incredible for sure. So many folks were kind of questioning, is that worth it? Right? Is it worth it? And everybody kind of looks at everything that happens from a recruiting point of view, Jayson. And so now everybody's asking, with NIL, should they just pump that money to NIL? But I mean, just seeing you guys' reaction and just talking to folks on the team like yourself that seem to really enjoy it. Facilities still matter, right?
Yeah. And I can say for a lot of people, it's long overdue, and we need an upgrade. I think facilities are a factor in your success as well. I really do think having more resources for yourself is a factor to your success. So we need a new facility, and we got it now. So and I'm really appreciative of it.
One of the many things that are changing throughout the Auburn football program, obviously, Brian Harsin was let go. Hugh Freeze was hired. What's the general reaction, both from yourself and the entire locker room, about Hugh Freeze being Auburn's new head coach?
I'm personally, I can tell you I'm excited, and I trust the man, and I'm going to trust you also to bring the right people in and everything like that. He's also proven that he can do it in the SEC at Ole Miss.
Right.
So, that just more reassurance.
I imagine you haven't seen him a ton. That was kind of the theme of his most recent press conference. I haven't really gotten a chance to meet my team yet because we needed to work on, these 2024 and 2025 classes after that really solid ending to the 2023 class. So I imagine this is kind of the month where you guys start to kind of spend some time, watching tape and going over a bunch of things, and just talking to you and knowing you. I'm sure you're really excited to do that.
Oh yeah, I am. And, I don't blame them. They got to recruit. You got to recruit. You got to bring people in. That's just how the business rolls. But yeah, I am excited to do some football stuff finally, especially this month and next month.
Yeah.
Spring football starts happening.
So what do you see your role in, like, all right, 12 guys are here through the portal. There's also a bunch of guys that are obviously in the 2023 class. They're going to be in the spring. Some are waiting till summer, but there's a lot of new faces in the locker room at pretty much every position. Jayson, you being one of the older guys on the team, kind of establish yourself. Are you kind of taking it upon yourself to welcome these guys in? What does that look like?
Well, yeah, I mean, I came into college when COVID happened, so I never really had that type of, I guess you can say, guidance. Really, not from so much a player standpoint because everyone was so isolated. So I'm taking the time with a lot of the freshmen, especially the freshman D linemen, just talk to them, to have a conversation. If they don't know something, help them. And criticism also goes a long way, especially when doing team runs and anything that's football related. So I guess you can say I've taken on more of a leadership role, and I just want to help my teammates as much as possible.
There's a bunch of guys in the defensive line room that Auburn fans can't wait to see more of. Obviously, another year of you up front, Marcus Harris coming back, but guys that we haven't really seen a whole lot of. Jeffrey Mba is probably the biggest one that Auburn fans were like, all last year, they're like, where is he? Where is he? Over the course of the season, you saw more of him towards the end of the year. But what about a guy like Jeffrey Mba? I mean, is he ready to kind of?
I honestly, just seeing him where he's fast. First of all, that guy is fast. He is so fast, and I feel like he's learning very fast, learning the game fast, learning the playbook. He's a fast learner. And sometimes I don't think he understands how strong he is, honestly. And I mean, but that's a part of learning still, But I think Mba's going to be really good for us this year. I have a lot of faith in him, as I should. We saw glimpses of that last year, and I'm really excited.
What about a guy like Zackevius Walker, enter the portal, then decided to come back once he kind of saw the new lay of the land? What does a guy like him coming back mean to the defensive line room?
Z again, another person that I really like. I feel like I think he's going to play a lot of D tackle for us. But I'm excited he's back too. I mean, he's a great guy, great size too. If there's any ideal D line size, it's going to be him.
Okay. Just because of overall size, or just because he can kind of play 3 technique, 5 technique?
Oh yeah, he can pretty much play anything you want him to. 0, 1, 2-eye, 3, 4-eye. He can probably, if he really wanted to, I mean, play DN. But I mean, that's just me though. That's just me.
Sure.
He's very versatile in I honestly believe that. He's very versatile.
Yeah, I saw a quote somewhere from your new defensive line coach, Jeremy Garrett. I want to get your thoughts on that in a second. But he talked about like rotation. The rotation needing to be a bigger impact into the game this upcoming season than what they saw a year ago. What does that mean for a guy like you? And then you look around this room and it's like, okay, well, they brought in, 3 guys with a lot of playing experience through the transfer portal. There's some young guys coming up that are talented. I mean, there could be, 9 or 10 of you guys that play in games, that play a lot of snaps on Saturdays. What does that mean for you?
Importantly, rotating is very important. Staying fresh throughout a game is very important.
Yeah.
And somebody put it to me like this: if you're playing 60 snaps and it's 60 bad snaps, yeah, you're playing a lot, but you're not getting quality snaps out of it. If you play about 30 snaps, 30 quality snaps, then that's what's most important. So I think the rotation is a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I think that it allows more people to play. It also allows, in different situations, like you have different packages in different situations, on 3rd down, on 1st down, 2nd down, 4th down, 4th and 1. I think it's a really positive and a good thing.
There's a lot of talk, both from Coach Garrett and new defensive coordinator Ron Roberts, about being able to line up and play multiple, 3-man front, 4-man front. Is that exciting to you? It's more to learn, but you get to do more things. I would imagine that would be appealing. for a guy
yeah,
with
it
your
is
skill
for
set.
sure. I mean, getting to play a lot of things for me. I love playing D line, defensive line. I
Sure.
played it since I was 5 years old, for the Montevallo midgets. So,
Okay.
I mean, getting to play multiple fronts and multiple positions on the defensive line is very good for your growth, because God forbids that something happens.
Mhm.
Okay, well, this guy has played this position, so we can move him out there and plug this guy in, and it just makes everything a whole lot more flexible for you in the future.
Right. So as far as you kind of talking to Coach Garrett, just about the craft, about defensive line and expectations, I mean, how have those conversations gone so far?
First off, Garrett, I love Garrett. He's very
Great.
knowledgeable, and like I said, I trust Freeze to bring in the right guy. Um, and I like what he's been preaching to us lately. You know, be on time, stay healthy, academics, all that stuff. So, again, I trust Garrett and everything like that.
Sure. So when you guys meet, is a defensive line group with the edge guys?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's probably the most talked about position other than quarterback right now, Jayson, is that edge position, because obviously you lose Derek and Eku, and
Yeah.
Marcus Bragg became a bigger part of that down the stretch just due to Eku going down. And so now it seems like there's three major candidates for who could be, the first guy on the field. There's an argument for all of them. Elijah McAllister, the transfer from Vanderbilt, has that experience that we talked about being valuable. Keldric Faulk, he's a plug and play guy at like 18 years old. Like he looks the part. And then Dylan Brooks, who's already been in the system, and has a tremendous amount of upside if you can kind of pull it all together. What do you see from all three of those guys?
To start off with Elijah, I mean, just talking with him, he's a nice person, great person, not really down to earth. And again, he has a lot of experience, so that's very, really important, especially playing in the SEC.
Sure.
It has length as well, so that's that's also a plus. With Keldric, I'm honestly ready to see Keldric, because I mean I really do think he's a great player. I watched a little bit of his highlights here and there, and he's really impressed me. And I think he's going to be a very big impact this upcoming season. With
Especially
Dylan,
at that 2A level. I mean, he's going up against some guards that are like 200 pounds.
no, but yeah, again, I mean, you never know until you know. But
Yeah, sure.
I'm ready. I'm ready to see Keldric. He excites me a lot.
He's going to be great. Yeah,
he's going to be real good. Then Dylan's very fast. Dylan, he will kill you with speed, and he's getting stronger. He's getting faster every single day. I work out with him. Again, he's getting stronger and faster every single day. I feel like the more that he understands, the better that he plays.
okay.
And again, Dylan's going to be a force to be reckoned with this season.
How do workout groups work? Is it positionally? Are you just kind of paired with different guys throughout the team? What does that look like?
Yeah, so workouts pretty much you're just assigned. It's positionless. So I could be working out with a DB. Like today, I worked out with Rivaldo, tight end. And I worked out with him Friday, and then I could work out with the offensive lineman. I could be working out. So everybody is split up into about, they believe, 4 groups, but we work out with different people every single day.
Okay, gotcha. What stood out about Rivaldo Fairweather so far?
Rivaldo, I mean, I've really seen much film on him because obviously he's offense.
Right.
But again, he has really good size, and just talking with him too, he's very, very, very determined to be great. And I love players like that.
Who are you excited to see? Like, okay, once you guys put pads on and y'all are hitting each other again, and it's the thick of spring. Who are you excited to see? Like, okay, what's this kid got?
On the opposite side or the same side? Or I can do both.
Let's do both. Let's start with offense.
On offense, I'm really excited to see Avery Jones, Connor Liu, and Clay Whedon. I'm excited to see those 3, especially Connor. Connor's going to be really good. He has some strength to him. On the same side, like I told you, I'm ready to see Keldric play, give him them pads and start hitting. I'm ready to see him play. I'm ready to see Kayin Lee as well. So those two are the people on my side of the ball that I'm really excited to see, but especially Keldric.
Yeah, the defensive back rotation I think is going to be really fun to see. I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of competition on the defensive front. Don't get me wrong, but there are some dudes that have been playing for Auburn for a long time in that backfield, and I just can't wait to see how all that. And there's talented dudes coming in, like Keandre Scott. I mean, the more people I talk to about him, the more it's like, dang, like this guy is impressing everybody that he interacts with. So, is there enough snaps for him? Is there enough snaps for Kayin Lee? JD Rim was a guy that impressed a lot of people last year. So it's a good problem to have. I mean, there's a lot of really, really talented ball players back there.
Yeah, like, again, all of them are going to play. All of them are great players. You just got to, get them past, start hitting and stuff.
Yep. No question about it, man. What are you specifically working on before spring really heats up and gets going?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get too much in detail because, but I just been working on myself. Honestly, I'm the most important thing for me is to stay healthy, get stronger, get faster. Then on the football side of things, I mean, just become a better football player. That's the most important thing. If you ain't improving, then what are you doing?
Right. No question about it. Thank you so much for your time, my friend, and hopefully we can do this again soon.
Exactly. Thank you so much.